Well, welcome. Welcome to the Soul Reader. The show will be starting in about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So if you're watching this in replay, you can fast forward past this and get right into the show. Cool. But if you're here live, just stand by or maybe get something quick, a quick snack or something to drink or maybe an adult beverage of your choice. But again, the show will start in approximately 3 minutes and 52 seconds. So I'll be with you then. Now, as some of you probably know, there's a few ways to watch The Soul Reader. So, one is by watching it on YouTube or Facebook, and that's two actually. The other way is by going to knowtobestill.com/podcast. And there you can watch the show. You can also make comments from there, and you can also make comments from YouTube and Facebook. And feel free to use all the emojis that are there also. Those count as comments, and we just love, and I mean me and Jill, just love to see all the comments and the reactions that come through. So, we've got about another 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and I will be here live on video. So you'll be able to see me and talk to me if you wish. Also know that you can be on the show, or if you want to talk to me during the show, you can how do we do that? Because we changed it a little bit. But all you have to do is follow the prompts from the website. So you'll see be on the show. Actually, no, it'll say donate or talk to me. And you press that button, then you'll see the button for talk to me, and follow the prompts, and we will get you right on the show to talk to me live. Now, we only have about 1 minute to get the show started, so I hope you've gotten everything ready that you need to be here live, and I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to this every week, so please stand by, and I will be with you in just a few. Hey, look at me. I am here. I'm your host, Anthony Cordova, Tony C. Anthony Cordova, and I am the Soul Reader. Yes, I am. And I'm happy that you're all here with me. I love feeling your energy. This is so cool. So cool. So, welcome. All right, let's get started. First of all, for those of you that are checking out the show from the first time, it's called The Soul Reader. And what in the world is the Soul Reader? A lot of people have asked me that. So, the Soul Reader. I am a psychic, natural born empath. Now, most of you have had experiences with psychics, but I'm mostly an empath. So I do things that psychics do, but I'm also an empath, which means I can feel your emotions, kind of feeling your soul and who you truly are. And being that I can read that, I can feel that and translate it into, really who you are. Even the person that you may not know you are, but you are. And that's what I do. So I can help you get to the bottom of things or some issues you may have been having within your life that you can't seem to get a grip on. And with this empathic skills, I'm also a medium, so I can connect to your loved ones on the other side in most cases. But the key is you. So when I do this show, when I do readings, the key is you. I'm tapping into you. Now, I am not a mind reader. I, I don't read your mind. So I don't tell your deepest, darkest secrets because I can't read your mind. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, a lot of you have come to the show and you're a little reluctant to get that free reading that I give here every Tuesday night. And I haven't been letting you know, but I do private readings. So you can go to the website knowtobestill.com and book a private reading. And you're wondering, how much does that cost? Right now, I only have one price. It's $60 for 60 minutes. That's it. It's simple. $60, 60 minutes. Simple. So you just go to a website, book your time that you would like a reading, and I will give you a private reading. Now, also, if you do want the free reading that I give, I am very sensitive to you and what you may not wish to divulge to the audience. So I may not say exactly some of the things you may be struggling or things that trauma, let's say, that you have experienced in your life. Um, I will kind of dance around it so you understand what I'm saying, but the audience may not understand what I'm saying. And then also I have a safe word, and the safe word is simply stop. So if I'm ever doing a public reading with you on the show, and you begin to feel uncomfortable for some reason, just say stop. You don't have to scream stop or anything else. Just say stop, and I will stop and move on to something else that we can talk about that might be a little bit lighter. So, know that. Now, tonight's episode is something that usually I try to avoid. I try to avoid talking about it on the show, and which is darkness and pain. Darkness and pain. And this comes in a segment I call Tony's Mind Mashup. Tony's Mind Mashup. That's it. So I'm trying to get our minds to kind of mash up together, so we can understand each other and where we are coming from. So that's kind of it. So let's get into it. Darkness and pain. Now, there's many different types of darkness and there's many different types of pain as we all know. But tonight I want to touch on where do these things come from? Where does the darkness come from? Where does the pain come from? And the reason I want to do this is because these things kind of work hand in hand. All right. So sometimes darkness can come from an outside source, outside of you. Maybe there's someone around you that has a lot of negative energy. And let me start with, to make this really simple, and I'm always trying to keep things simple. Let's say you have a person in your life that is in your life a lot, like a close friend that you see nearly every day, or a family member that you also see nearly every day or every day. But let's say this person is really negative. Really negative. Always negative, negative, negative. They don't have any positive things to say. Like, for instance, if you say, "Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. There's a blue sky. The birds are chirping. Oh, the temperature is just perfect." They'll reply with, "Yeah, but it's going to storm tomorrow." Let's say you go to this same person and you say, "Oh, you know what? I love what you're wearing today. It's just fabulous what you're wearing. I really like it." And they may say something like, "Why are you lying to me?" Kind of another negative thing. So you're around this person and they're negative, 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 negative. And I talk a lot about negative and positive in our lives. And we want to try to keep the negative away. Negative dark, negative low energy, negative is low vibration. These are things that can affect us. And it doesn't matter whether you're an empath or not. Empaths will really feel the negative from people. But just everyday people that believe they don't have any empathic skills are still taking in these energies, but they don't know it. And before you know it, if you're around these negative people all the time, you begin to speak in a negative way. You begin to talk in a negative way. You begin to move in a negative way. You start doing things that are really, really negative. And it's darkness. Now, as I said, darkness and pain run together. So the more you live in this darkness, this negative energy, it'll create more pain, which it can create mental pain. It can cause stress. It can cause anger. It can cause you to go into a depression, just darkness. Remember, negative is darkness. Negative is a lower vibration. Positive is light, airy, a lighter vibration. Now, this is the part I tend not to want to talk about. The darkness that comes from something that, let's say, is outside of this world. So it's the same that goes with spirits. Okay, you can have a positive spirit. You can have, let's say, one of your loved ones that have passed away. And maybe they have a positive energy. And they're always looking out for you from the other side. They're always trying to do things and help you move in the right direction, to help you be positive, to help you move into an area that you should be. Like an angel. An angel is going to do good things for you. An angel is going to do things to try to make your life better. But even though there's angels, there are also things that they don't want good for you. And why is that? Why would some type of negative energy try to attach itself to you? And actually, there's many, 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 many reasons. And I'm not going to get into all of that because that's a whole new show. But let's just say something negative is attaching itself to you. One of the reasons a negative thing would attach to you is because you are actually, how do I explain, goodness. You have a really good soul. You have a loving soul. Maybe you're the type of soul that can make great positive change in this world. And when I say in this world, I'm really meaning with people in this world. So you are the type of person that can do really positive things. Again, we're back to positive and negative. Okay? So these things can attach themselves to you without you knowing. Without you knowing. Because these things can see the goodness in you, even if you can't see the goodness in yourself. So if for no apparent reason you are just having awful things happen in your life, quite often it's because something negative is attached to you. So you may be doing good things in life. Life is going good. And then you have a car wreck. And then after that, your house catches fire. And then after that, you're walking to a play. You've parked your car, you're walking to a play, and you get robbed. and you go into your job and you get laid off without warning. You're laid off. And you're wondering why. Why are these things happening to you? And when these things happen to you, it also creates desperation. You become desperate because all these things are happening. You begin to feel a feeling of hopelessness, desperation, depression. All of these things are negative. Negative on you, negative on who you are. It's created to bring you down. Negative things, you're getting closer to the darkness. And if there is some type of entity from the other side that is creating all of this pain for you, the entity gets stronger. So the closer you get to darkness, the stronger the entity gets. And this is why you see in so many movies, in so many books, it's always good and evil, good and evil. It's negative, positive, good and evil, darkness and lightness. And we can have these things happening to us without us knowing. In movies, come over to the dark side, Luke. Okay. It's clear. It's clear cut. Um, these things always happen. So if, let's say, this person that I have described, all these situations, these are things that happen to you and you don't understand why. These are the things I tap into. When you get a private reading. So in a live reading that's on the air, I'm not going to say, oh, you got something really bad attached to you. I would never tell you that in a live reading. But in a private reading, I may. Now, I was just talking about an entity from the other side, and that being darkness. That was an extreme example. But a more realistic example uh, for you would be trauma. Trauma that you've experienced as a child, as a young adult, as a grown adult. And what kind of trauma is there? You can have trauma from a family member. A family member may have done something horrible to you when you were a child, something a child should never have to go through. That's darkness. You know, that type of stuff is darkness. Maybe you witnessed one of your parents or a sibling uh, be murdered, be gunned down. That's darkness. That's trauma. These are all the things that can pull you down. And it doesn't matter what religion you're in, whether you have a religion, whether you don't. It doesn't matter. These things that exist exist no matter what you believe, no matter what church you're a part of. It doesn't matter. These things are a part of us living here. And we truly need to begin to recognize it. Because life is not as simple as we wake up, we go to work, we come home, we wake up, we go to school, we come home, we have friendship relationships, and we come home. It's not that simple. It's really not that simple, even though I say keep it simple. But the way I'm trying to explain it is simple. This is the simple version. This is the 101 version. And I try to stay away from this uh, topic, especially on the show, uh, because the more good I try to do, there's going to be negative coming back to me. You know, a lot of you belong to a church, and I know you've heard this before. As you find the Lord, as you become more connected to the Holy Spirit, it seems that more bad things begin to happen. And that's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's the darkness, it's the negative that doesn't want to see the positive in your life. The darkness doesn't want to see you have a better connection to God, to the Holy Spirit. Doesn't want it. So it will come after you. You know, you've heard God will never give you anything that you can't handle. He will not give you so much that you cannot handle it. And that's when you have faith. But you also have to understand that things and people, and for most of us, it's people, will come after you. If you become successful, you know how the haters come out? They're just after you all the time. When you become successful, you get more backstabbers. And you know, smile in your face. They're all the time. They're trying to take your place. The backstabbers, they're trying to get you. As we try to do positive things in our lives and loving things in our life, and love is really powerful. So if you're trying to spread some love, oh my gosh, people will get angry. They'll just get angry. You know, when I lived in New York, there were a lot of toll roads and stuff around there. And someone I knew would just pay someone's toll, you know, like, let's pay it forward, pay it forward. Some people, if you paid their toll would cuss at you. I don't need your damn money. Just trying to do something nice. And in return, you get something negative. Think about it. Think about all the things that happen in our lives. Think about road rage, where someone may be the nicest person around. But when they get in their car, they get road rage. And they would assume kill someone because they cut them off. That's really negative. That's really angry, negative stuff. And it's in them. It's consuming them. And it comes out when they get in a car. So, I think that's all I'm going to talk about on that for tonight. And if you ever want me to speak more on that, all you have to do is request it. You can type in the comments, hey, can you talk more about that? Or ask a question about that. Because I said quite a bit this evening, and you might have a question. Ask me. That doesn't mean you have to get a reading. Just ask me. That's it. I see there are several people here tonight, and we have thanks for being here tonight from Charles and Denise. Oh, cool. Isn't that, did I see it right? Charlie and Denise. No.
I wrote a comment thanking them for being here.
You wrote a comment? Oh, that was you. See, this is why I shouldn't read comments on the air. Thank you, Jill. Thank you very much. Ooh, wow.
So do welcome Charlie and Denise.
Yes. Thank you, Charlie and Denise, for being here tonight. You guys are my favorite. Thank you so much for supporting me. It means a lot to me. It really does. So thank you. Let's see. I think it's time to get into, let's push some buttons here. Let's get into what's happening next and what's going to be going on. So here we are. Check me out next Tuesday, The Soul Reader with me, Anthony Cordova, and you can still get a free reading, but remember, you can get a private reading, which will be much more intimate than what I do on the show for a free reading. And that's every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and that's knowtobestill.com/podcast. Also, come with us tomorrow night on I'm Right, and that's every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And you can watch that show from YouTube, Facebook, and you can go to JillCoxCordova.com and click the podcast tab. Woohoo! And look, one more show, and that's Poetic People Fighting Racism, again with me, Anthony Cordova, and that's every other Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and the next show is Saturday, which is April 6th. April 6th, and we'll be there, and come and participate, maybe do a poem yourself, and let's talk. Let's talk about that, because that's something we all need to talk about, and spread some love. Yes, so it was great doing the show tonight. Thank you everyone for coming, and I just want to say thanks, love you all, till next time, bye.